I'm interested in the language that we use to call work in these different universes, and even the framing of a conference like this. So I chuckled quite a few times when I read in the documents that the future of work is human. And I was like, were we dogs before? Were we, I don't know, what does that mean? Whereas in my world, in the arts, that would just never even be something that needed to be debated. The only reason you enter that world, in a way, is because you are fascinated what it is to be human. And not only are you fascinated with what it is to be human, you're trying to kind of understand it and articulate it. In many ways, it is trying to find the meaning of something, the meaning of life, the meaning of existence. The rehearsal space in making a piece of work is absolutely critical, and primarily because what it's creating is an environment of trust. That's all it's about. And this is how it's done. I'll give you kind of 4 little tips. The first thing is, everyone agrees we are vulnerable. And the director has to walk into that space and demonstrate that. Because they know that those actors are going to go on stage and are going to have to, for this to be fantastic, they are going to have to bare their soul. So creating a space where vulnerability is okay is the first thing. And how do you do that? Well, you listen. You listen really well. So Roxana Silbert, who can't be here today, who's the artistic director of Birmingham Rep, speaks about 4 weeks they have to put on a piece of finished work. The first 2 weeks, she says nothing. She just listens. And even though she's got lots of ideas that she's obviously brought into that room, she doesn't allow her perception of what should be going on to contaminate watching her crew, her team, explore what this is going to mean for them. So she totally creates this space. So collaboration is at the heart of creating pieces of work, and this is the horizontal thing that we were talking about. So what most directors say is, when you say, why do you want to be a director? And they say, because I love actors. I'm thinking, what does that mean, I love actors? What they're saying is, they completely, deeply respect the thing that actors can do, that they completely understand that they can't do. So there's a complete and utter collaborative respect in that space where no one is treading on anybody else's toes. The vision is the director's job. There is a point when the director is going to have to shape that space, but only, Roxana will say, after 2 weeks. By the time that period is done, the trust is built, and then they will follow her to the end of the earth. Because they're like, she's listened, she's got me, she understands me. How many of us do that? How many of us spend at least half of our time making something, just listening? That's all you're doing. So that respect, that empathy, that deep and active listening, and that ability for you yourself to reveal yourself in that space, you have to be vulnerable, or they're not going to go to the ends of earth for you.